Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jared, and this is my channel, Mazda B3K. This is going to be a quick one, more of a 5-minute fix, where the blower is dying on my 2001 Ford F250. Sounds like it's trying to summon an eldritch horror, and we need to fix that. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So here's our target blower. Get it out. Got one connector here for electrical. Gonna work it out. There's that. We have 3 8mm bolts that need to come out. Actually, these look like screws. Yep, that's a screw. We got 3 of them. Now, this is the original blower motor. There's also going to be like a gasket seal magummy that is supposed to keep junk out. And what you can do, if you want to replace that, and you don't have a fancy gasket seal or whatever, you can just use some RTV. Take care of that. Gotta get these out. I'm working on the last one. Okay, almost got it. Okay, that's 3. You gotta pull this tube out. Oh, so that's interesting. It's a I put this ring around it to help you get it back in place correctly. Huh. And that's it. But it looks like, we're going to need to lift the cruise control bracket to make the room to get this out. So that's going to be I'll call that a 10. Probably a 10mm. Let me show you real quick. You come around a little bit. There's the cruise control right there, and the bracket is right there on the wall. So there's 2 bolts that need to come loose, and then we can flip that out of the way, which will give us room to get the blower out. Alright guys, back in a minute. Alright, so definitely was a 10. Get this top bolt here. Ouch. There's the necessary blood sacrifice to make this thing be a successful repair. Haven't played around over here since I fixed the cruise control on this truck. That was a while ago. Alright, that's out of the way. Got one more. It's kind of off to the side, directly under the starter relay over here. Need to talk to some guy about over tightening things. And of course, it don't want to come out. Okay, now we're going somewhere. should be fairly loose. Finish getting this out. Okay. So now we can lay that up and out of the way over here, which should give us the rest of the room we need to get our blower out. And this one has a foam seal. It's on the actual blower motor itself. Based on what I'm seeing here, this is the original Motorcraft blower, made in Canada. So our replacement is from the local part house. It is a Duralast PM9216. I am curious to see if it's going to include that seal on it or not. Of course not. That would have been too easy. So here's our replacement. You can compare it to the old one. Looks about the same-ish. Connector is the same-ish. So what do we do about this foamy guy? Because I like this seal, but I strongly doubt I can get it to come off and transfer. And the whole point of that seal being there is so that as things are running, it can't sneak past your blower motor and get into your vents and clog your vents up with crap. So let me stare at this and figure out what I want to do. Good news, everyone! I was able to very carefully peel this up and preserve the gasket. So I'm going to transfer it over, see if I can make it stick with just a dab of glue or something like that. A little bit of RTV, tack it on so then I can put this back together. Alright, let's get this in. So there are alignment posts here and here to make sure you get this into where it's going to stay so you can get your screws in. So we're going to get this in, get that in. Alright, does that go there? Nope, that doesn't go there. Does this go here? Nope, that does not go here. Does that go there? That's looking pretty good. Let's see, you got a hole there, hole there. Yep, I think that's it. Then we got to get, these were 8mm I think, so we'll go ahead and get that done. Okay, so we're all back in. You got to rotate it until you get the right alignment. The screws are only going to go in the complete holes, not the open holes like over there. And don't forget to put your connector back together. And don't forget to put this, I think this is an air intake. It's got to pop back into the hole. Make sure it's sealed all the way in. Put this retainer all the way around the blower motor to hold it there. Then the last thing you got to do, excuse me, is put this back on. And this was the 10mm bolts into the fender. And after that, you can go test. Alright, last thing to do is test. So let's see what we get on max. That's better than it was. And no scary grindy bearing noises. I mean, this would be the blower resistor, but still. Alright, that's a good repair. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this 5-minute fix where we swapped out the blower motor in my 2001 Ford F250 named Miss Mildew. If you found this video educational, if you found it useful, if you found it entertaining, please consider sharing, and subscribing. That does help to grow the channel to allow me to bring you more content like this. And also, please leave a comment. I like to read them, I like to reply to them, and I like to learn from them. Lastly guys, don't forget, I make all these mistakes and put them on film so you don't have to. And I'll catch you guys next episode.